Ronaldo steals the headlines as two clubs plummet, hot or not Gameweek 29. Another packed week of Premier League action has been and gone, and with it the usual twist and turns as Leeds and Brentford picked up a much-needed win at the bottom of the table. Meanwhile, Manchester City threw away part of their lead at the top of the table and Arsenal continued to impress. But who stood out for the right reasons and who is going to be kept awake at night? In a game that generally underwhelmed between two Champions League hopefuls, it was Cristiano Ronaldo that made the difference as he so often did. Rumors of him being dropped for the Manchester derby as a result of a spat seem unfounded based on his performance at Old Trafford, where he came up with all three goals to help his side see off Antonio Conte's Tottenham 3-2. Of course, having someone like Ronaldo in the side is only going to help, but it does feel as though Manchester United and Ralf Rangnick are still some way short of having a functional side aside from the moments of magic provided by the Portuguese. The only side in the division that Manchester City have failed to score against this season, Patrick Vieira and his side have impressed this season, and the feel-good feeling around the club is a complete reversal from the Roy Hodgson days. In holding Pep Guardiola's side to a point, they closed up the title race but also moved Palace to within 1 point of the top half of the Premier League table, which would be quite some feat in Vieira's first season. The kicker is, the young side are only likely to get better. Another young side impressing many neutrals, Arsenal made it 5 consecutive Premier League wins with a comfortable 2-0 victory over Leicester City at the Emirates Stadium. It means that the Gunners sit a point ahead of Manchester United, with 3 games in hand on the Red Devils. With Liverpool visiting the Emirates in midweek, 2 of the most in-form sides in the country will go head-to-head. If the Gunners can make it 6 wins in a row, they will have an iron-like grip on 4th spot. What started as a brilliant season for Graham Potter's side has quickly deteriorated into a mid-table malaise. Another defeat, this time a 2-0 failure to Liverpool, made it 5 losses in a row for the Seagulls and sees them drop down to 13th in the Premier League. Seemingly safe from relegation, but not going to threaten the European places, there is a fear that Brighton will continue to stagnate as the season concludes, which could undo plenty of the good work Potter did at the start of the campaign. Another side spiraling with no signs of stopping, the arrival of Frank Lampard has done nothing to stop Everton's tumble down the table. A 1-0 defeat to Wolves has left the Toffees out of the relegation zone only by goal difference, although they do have 3 games in hand on the 2 sides directly above them. Despite the games in hand, the run-in is tough for Lampard's side. They are not too good to go down. It is hard to be too critical on a side that lost narrowly away at Old Trafford, but the general inconsistency that has seen Tottenham fail to win back-to-back Premier League games is worrying and reared its head once more on Saturday evening. The result leaves the Lilywhites down in 8th place, albeit with 2 games in hand on the 3 sides above them. Games in hand for Spurs are no guarantee of points, however, and they currently look long shots for a top 4 finish that could have major implications for their side in the summer.